right? It's time. It is time. It's time. I know I have said this a lot of times, but I mean it. Yes. Yeah. That's my partner. That's my partner. He's like, I can't afford Tesla anymore. Yes, you can. Because because you could buy instead of buying Tesla, you could buy the Leaps for TSL. TSL Leaps go for maybe $100, $50 for 2026, 2027 contract. So I'll write the ticket right here. TSLL. He's like, I'm swimming with it. So, all right. So let's first go to like the common sense that we're using, right? We understand that Intel is one of the chip companies such as NVIDIA's, the AMD's, but this one is not doing so well, right? But this one happens to be all American. And it's like an OG in the business. Intel's been around for a long time. Currently, they're struggling with like the direction of the company, management, all this blah blah blah, right? But the company sees that the company, America sees what I see. We thinking alike. We locked in. They get the vision, right? They said, all right, Nvidia is too high to buy it out, right? So Nvidia, AMD is playing with the Saudis, so that's money already. Can't touch them. The only one hasn't been touched and could be taken to it's at a good price at a discount is Intel. So now think about the history of the government getting involved. The government is the one who bails out the banks, the companies. If something ever happens to Nvidia, Microsoft, Apple, it's the government who's gonna bail them out, make sure these companies continue to be the companies that they are, correct? So now, as the government's back in Intel, I don't see this collapsing because remember the our enemy is this 18. This has been our enemy for a very long time. I don't see them letting 18 collapse and then lose the investment like that. I don't see it, right? And remember, this is not for today. Like we want to break out tomorrow. This is long term. We talk about until 2027, 8, 28, 29. This is for the future. We might not be together eventually together by then, but when you look at your portfolio, you're like, oh, Intel now is minimum $50, let's say, hopefully. But that's what I'm trying to get to, the vision, right? So and also it's one of the first times the government is getting involved with buying stake from a company. So it's already very controversial, right? So since it's controversial, it's not really done, it's not too a common practice. They're gonna want to make sure that they set an example out of it, like, oh, if you come play with the government likes you, this could be you next. So other companies are more likely, to give up stake because they're like, wow, look how they did for this company. My company's not doing so well. We could do a little help. So this was gonna get an example for them. All right, so we already know the big picture. We're struggling over here with you know who this looks like? Actually, when you look at this chart, it's an ETF who looked like this. That it was just a hot mess. Okay, yeah. Any guess? Why ETF look like this? That you couldn't even chart it. It was like, what the hell's going on here? Okay,
IWM.
correct. Ding, ding, ding. You got it. IWM is one that you could barely even chart. I don't even know how I charted. But IWM, when it comes, like you see it. Okay, you see it. There we go. Okay. You see that drop from the highs, consolidation, breakout, breakout, destruction again, and then it's picking itself back up. No, wait, sorry. Destruction is picking itself back up, and then boom, retest the last. It's doing the same thing. It's just that this one is doing it in a small, in a bigger picture. This one, you're gonna say it's the same chart. Because if you look at the bottom, look at the bottom, look at the bottom, there's still price. We're not at the bottom. The bottom of the barrel is like $1. We're not there yet. I mean, we're only 18, not far from it, but we're not there yet. Okay. So that's like that's why I try to use my common sense. Okay, so now what am I seeing? Right. So let's go now to the monthly. As per the monthly, very similar may continue to be there. So yeah, just buy the shares. Don't let those options piss you off because them options, oof, I've been through a lot. Oh my God. I remember the first drop when this dropped to the floor, my port, I was like, oh my God, what the hell did I do? But I'm like, no. I'm like, let me look at it. I'm like, it's just a dream. I'm like, it's gonna go back to normal. All right, so now currently in the monthly, right? There's a chart. I cannot remember. I was charting last night. I don't know, maybe I remember that had this setup, and I'm like, why the hell I didn't buy when I saw this? But this is not my first rodeo seeing this type of divergence and seeing the consolidation, right? We understand that it's not ready because it's cooking up. We need to get past here. The divergence is there. So the slingshot that we need is there, right? And then we just need to break through here to start eating the drop. This is enough to make us minimum eat to 30 and then start entering the zone, right? So the volume is there. This candle is the same range as everybody else, but this candle is starting to engulf, and look at the volume. That's the government right here. Let's look at the weekly, right? The volume is there. Volume is there. Look at this little drop we had. It's not as big as this right here, right? Volume is there. Bar still saying, yeah, this is still the range that I like it. Now, and look, right now with the weekly, you see how we got past the MA in the weekly? We passed it, we above it, right? But something's happening on daily that I didn't notice before. Okay, I got rid of all the mess. All right. The MA just crossed. It just crossed, and the volume is backing it up. So why is the MA cross important? Because if you go back to the price, the last time we were cross back was in April 2024, and the price was at double what it is right now. It was a 41. That's the last time we crossed. Then we crossed down. You see how the MX crossed down, the red became the leader. We crossed down, and price has been doing this the whole time. And this is the first time we're getting the cross to the upside. Had not noticed. I had not noticed. And not only that, price is like you see this flag, it's flagging above it. So if they want to be really like play with a heart, they could take this 21. And 21 is still part of the game. 21 is you closing pissed off your country, like fuck this shit, fuck this shit. And then out of nowhere it's a 30. That's the type of 21. And like I said, this moves, the bigger the moves, the nastier they're gonna play with you. Those big moves, they don't just give it to you because you like the stock. They're not nice. Even look at these drops. Look how nasty these drops is. They will make you cry. But that's what I'm thinking about Intel, guys. Like right now, this is not for intradays. This is like we just need to wait for them to crack this because we're holding a flag. Look at the 50 MA right here on the daily. It's right at 22. That's why we said that if they want to drop this, let's say they want to play with us and go here, this will be a wick. So let's say if a wick, it touched the monthly and then comes back for this one right here, then you do that. Then you're like, okay, so that's it, Addy. If I was not a bull before, let's just finish doing the retest, reclaim 2 time frames. Let me do my leaps. 23 and 23, you're like, all right, as long as they hold 23, I'm an Intel bull because I just enter the party. I didn't enter all the way here. So I can't have the same mentality of people who enter here, but I'm here, right? Even your shares, you buy your shares. All right, I'm getting ready for the move and let's go. And then if the move happens, you don't have to look at it again. Just let it be. Let it cook up and like I said, the whole thing with the AI stargates and everything, we're in the beginning stages. Like, look, companies are right now claiming, oh, I'm the Saudis. I want to work with this company, this company. The work hasn't even started. We haven't seen these robots yet. We haven't seen these drones, the all that AI in effect, right? So everything's being cooked up. That's what I'm saying. Everything's cooked up. All right, so that is Miss Intel. Now you guys understand why. All right, Miss CRM, right? And that's what I'm saying. You gotta see past the red candles because I don't think nobody thought was gonna catch this one. But I don't just take L's